If you're not into March Madness right now, you can get into Kanye's Twitter, and it's probably just as exciting.
No.
No?
No.
More madness, that's for sure.
It is more madness.
More madness than March.
Definitely.
I'm March away.
Okay, so I've been spending a lot of time on Kanye's Twitter in the last 24 hours, and I spent all afternoon screenshotting things and thinking, oh, he's going to take this down. I better screenshot them for the show. No, it's still up there.
How's that going?
I mean, yesterday it was all
I
about...
love, though, that you were doing the Maria Shriver, reporter thing.
Well,
making sure we got the proof.
Well, people in his comments were just as confused as I was, because they're like, what happened with Playboy Cardi? Why is he so mad at Playboy Cardi?
Can I say, though, it is clear that he follows a lot of conspiratorial websites or people, because it is some next level troll.
Yeah, I mean, he
conspiracy.
reposts a lot of stuff that's like, no. But his main beef was that he wants the world to know that Kim Kardashian and the Kardashians are sex trafficking his kids, and that they planned it in advance by finding men to procreate with so that they can sex traffic kids.
Well, he also called out Beyonce and Jay-Z's children, which to me is unforgivable. But
absolutely, I'm just saying
what he says about them.
It's like, are you?
Yes.
It's a lot, guys. So, you'll have to scroll back through. I mean, it was just like every 3 minutes he was putting up a video or some post, text threads. I mean, it's just like the mind was just, you can tell, not in the right place. And it's still going.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's sad. It's also a distraction, I'm sure, from, the actual things that he's dealing with in his life, which are not going to get any easier because of all of this.
Right. All right, back to you, Mike.
He's so into conspiracy theories, I think he might be a fan of Blinded by the Item.
I know, I will
on.
say he started posting stuff yesterday. Did you see the Lou Taylor stuff?
Yeah.
The yachting stuff?
Yeah.
Yep. Kanye, we do not in any way endorse or support anything that you put on your social media, but we'd take a retweet.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay,
no, Mike.
No, Mike.
I don't want to be retweeted by
Cut
him.
that out of the YouTube, please.
Just
But
saying.
we would love for you to like and subscribe.
Absolutely.
Please like and subscribe.
Yeah.
You're talking to Kanye now or everyone else?
No!
Okay, I'm
watching.
confused.
Yeah, like and subscribe. We would love it because we're almost to 3,000 followers, which is outstanding.
We'd be like 30,000 followers if Kanye was.
Look.
Stop.
Wait. Look.
Who are you pointing at over there?
I'm trying to point to Mike.
Hi.
Oh, I see. Yes, he is in another room, but not to the screen.
Don't be giving the secrets away, Dawn.
Okay.
This is theater of the mind.
Okay.
You guys want to do some blind
but
items?
really quickly, can we just put a tail on that?
Yeah.
Or put a pin in the thing with the wrap it
Tail
up?
end a pin.
We are close to 3,000 subscribers, and Dawn, I think we should make a goal. What day is this? The 20th
This
of
is
March?
Thursday. Yes.
Do you think we could get to 3,000 by April 1st? April Fool's Day?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, let's
We
do
could
it.
get to 3,500.
What will we do if we get... you want to get to 3,500 by April 1st?
Yeah. What will we do?
Yeah. How about we'll do a sour ball?
Okay.
Done.
Okay.
We're going to eat a sour ball live on Blinded, and trust me, you'll want to see it.
And it's the
you wanna
most
hear
sour ball of all.
It is. They're literally the world's sourest of balls.
Have my heartburn medication before we do that.
Good.
They hit you
Good
hard.
plan. It
All right.
does.
Thanks for lightening it up.
Okay.
Like and subscribe. There you go. Hit the notification bell. Let's get started with some blind items today, like this one. For those uninitiated, the recent social media comments from this recently elevated to A-list celeb were absolutely a public warning shot to the A-list actress and spouse. Pay me, or I'll spill all those details you don't want out there. For those who are uninitiated, the recent social media posts from this recently elevated to A-list celeb were absolutely a public warning shot to the A-list actress and spouse. Pay me, or I'll be spilling all the details you don't want out there.
I don't know what this is, but do you know what the first recently elevated name came to mind was
Who's that?
Who?
Chet Hanks.
Chet. He's so happy.
We love him.
He's
love
recently
Chet.
elevated.
He got on Drew's couch and was jumping up and down. Okay.
Okay, it's not him.
For the record, I want to go back to that story because they made that story sound like he was acting like a danged fool, jumping up and down on the couch, scaring the dog. The dog didn't even move. He just got up and went, "Yay, I'm on the show." Now, keep in mind, this is a Nepo baby. We're usually seeing Nepo babies being entitled. This is the exact opposite of being entitled.
He's delighted.
This is a guy being excited he's on his first ever talk show. Okay,
yeah.
I'm done talking great things about Chet Hanks. We love him.
Drew Barrymore, it's perfect for her because
Yes.
she loves touchy-feely.
She loves excitement.
Yeah.
She loves that kind of weird stuff.
The dog literally looked at him like, "What are you doing?" Okay, whatever. They acted like he was a dang fool, but he wasn't. Let's do this blind item,
Okay,
though.
we got to figure
elevated.
this out, though.
This recently,
or people will yell at us.
The recent social media comments from this recently elevated to A- list celeb, and I would argue maybe by name only,
Okay.
were absolutely a public warning shot to this A- list actress and spouse. Pay me, or I'll be spilling all the details you don't want out there.
Because they're rivals or...
Maybe just because they know stuff.
Is it anything to do with Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds? Okay, so someone in their orbit.
There's the A- list actress and spouse.
Okay.
So this
The
recently
recently
elevated to A- list celeb by name
Celeb,
only.
By name only.
So it's not a Harry and Meghan, but a non-acting celeb?
Correct.
Okay.
That would be tied
Okay.
to Blake Lively
Oh,
and
Is it
Ryan
a-
Reynolds.
Okay.
it's not a musician.
No,
A
they are
celeb.
skilled at something else.
Money.
No, obviously not based on what they're saying.
Makeup artist?
It would be tied to Blake and Ryan and maybe Justin.
Oh, the attorney?
The person
But
that
we
you
know
could
them by name?
Yes, they're A- list by name only. If you saw this person in the streets, I don't know if you'd stop them and say that's who that is,
Okay.
but you would definitely know their name.
But it's somebody who has made their fame because of this controversy.
Okay.
In fact, you could argue they started it all.
Oh, Colleen Hoover.
For those uninitiated, the recent
Bless you.
social media comments from Colleen Hoover were absolutely a public warning shot to Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. Pay me, or I'll be spilling all the details you don't want out there. Colleen Hoover recently has returned to social media, and in her very first post, informed everybody that make sure to head to the end. It ends with us shop and buy these items that are available. They've been discounted like 80%, which means you're paying less than I paid for them. I'm going to be broke by 5 p.m.
Okay.
So she's saying she's broke
She's
as S is her exact quote.
Oh. Okay.
I bet she is not amused.
She is not happy,
No.
and apparently she is also not wealthy.
But don't you think, is that true? Like, don't you think, I mean, that movie made a ton of money. How did she not?
Well, maybe she signed some deal that was like, here, I'm releasing this to you, and this is my flat fee.
I'm just
I don't
saying
know.
that movie did as, gangbusters.
Yeah.
Maybe she's just had a hard time cashing in since.
Well, she does have 2 other books that are in the works
Yeah.
right now to be made movies. I don't know what those agreements are like. I
Okay,
just know
well-
what she said on social media, that she's broke as S.
I do
Okay.
believe that she knows stuff that would be instrumental in giving us all a clear picture on what actually happened. I am not convinced, though, that she would blackmail Blake and Ryan.
Yeah, it's a little far fetched, but I do like the story. Thank you for bringing
it would
Mike.
What do you think about it, Kanye? Comment.
No!
He's watching.
Stop it.
No, he isn't. Trust
Another
me.
blind item here.
Jeez.
As we're rolling through them today, this former A-list celeb has reached an agreement on a yet-to-be-announced comeback project on a specific streamer. That is what has facilitated the recent surprise announcement. This former A-list singer has reached an agreement for a yet-to-be-announced comeback project on a streamer, which is what facilitated the recent announcement.
When you say
Surprise announcement.
When you say comeback project,
Yes.
do you mean that we knew about this project and then it went away?
Nope.
Okay, so it's not Madonna.
It is nope, not
I
Madonna.
was thinking just that.
Former A-list singer
Okay.
who's reached an agreement with the streamer for a comeback project. That is what has facilitated the recent surprise announcement.
Surprise!
we have
I'm pregnant.
Nope.
Surprise!
Surprise.
Surprising. I'm married.
Surprise, I'm an alien. Yet to be announced comeback.
Just had to make it clear that this individual is not an alien.
A-list could stand for alien list. Okay,
This
no.
former A-list singer has reached an agreement on a yet-to-be-announced comeback project on a streamer, which is
Comeback-
what facilitated the recent surprise announcement.
Comeback project meaning like a concert, musical endeavor.
We don't really know details about this yet-to-be-agreed comeback project, but I would guess it has something to do with music. Considering
But it's not like Jessica Simpson, is it? Because
It's not.
she's already.
Is
She's
it
already
Barbara
back.
Streisand?
Barbara
somebody-
Streisand.
Is it?
Former A-list singer.
Oh.
Maybe try to determine the streamer. That might help.
Netflix?
Nope.
Amazon.
HBO
Is
Max?
this really going to help us?
It will,
Brick
because
box?
it's going to help you maybe connect the recent announcement.
Acorn TV?
Paramount Plus. Peacock.
Obviously.
NBC. Peacock.
Peacock!
This former A-list singer has reached an agreement on a
Britney!
yet to be announced comeback project
That'd be
on
kind of
Peacock, which is what facilitated the recent surprise
The
announcement.
recent surprise announcement, it's Mariah Carey.
Liza Minnelli.
Oh, I wish.
Paula Abdul.
Straight up now, tell her. She was busy
So
making out. Remember, you were.
Yeah.
You connected a little bit of a
Yeah.
dot. You said Peacock, which of course means
Katy
NBC.
Perry.
NBC.
Oh,
Yeah.
Any recent announcements from NBC or shows on NBC?
yes,
Like a weekly one?
yeah.
Sex Lives of College Girls. No, that's Max.
A weekly NBC show.
The Office,
That's
the NBC show
the
we
evening.
all love. CSI,
it's in the evening.
old people.
Evening Shade.
It's in the week. It's in the weekend on the evening.
Saturday Night Live. Is it a Lady Gaga? No.
You haven't heard any SNL announcements lately?
No.
Okay. We have
I
a
love it when
former
he's like, "Well, I don't know what to do with you two."
Okay, so
a former A-list singer reached an agreement with Peacock on a yet-to-be-announced comeback project, which is what facilitated the recent surprise announcement of this individual's appearance on SNL
oh gosh. Okay, so
for the
we're not.
fourth time.
They've been on 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
Ashley Simpson. Oh,
Former A-list Ashley Simpson,
Why would someone be a former A-list?
because they're not good anymore. They are
Or
very
maybe because of controversy.
controversial. Her name is Cyndi Lauper. No, she's not controversial.
is this a woman?
Apparently, she's back, and it's about damn time.
Lizzo. We got there.
You guys got there. Lizzo's back, if you don't know, and apparently she has reached an agreement on a yet-to-be-announced comeback project with Peacock, and that is what has facilitated the surprise announcement yesterday. Yes, that's right. For the 4th time, Lizzo is going to be the musical guest on SNL in 3 weeks.
She is going to be here in the Twin Cities. I think she's going to be at First Ave, which is an
think she just
interesting
was.
venue. Okay, that was already.
I think that just happened like 2 nights ago.
I didn't know about it, and a friend mentioned it. I was like, she's going to play First Ave? That's interesting.
Yeah.
So she is,
Review. Yes, Lizzo was full of real love and homecoming at First Ave. Yeah,
Okay.
it just happened.
and this is a new album. Or
I don't
this
know about
is
that. I don't know
a
if we got a
single?
new announcement, album announcement. I think this is just her
Okay.
trying to make that comeback.
Yeah, well, I mean, I would not be surprised, and she's, a great songwriter.
To be fair, the other person announced included Morgan Wallen, who's had his own checkered past.
Ugh.
But they did work Elton John and Brandy Carlisle in the mix
Okay,
to kind of
good.
even everything out.
They're
Thank
like,
you.
Elton John. Is he going to be the musical guest or the?
With Brandy Carlisle, because they did
gonna
an
be-
album together.
Yeah, Elton and Brandy will be the musical guests together. I believe that one is going to be hosted by Jack Black. The one with Lizzo will be hosted by John Hamm, and the one with Morgan Wallen will be hosted by Mikey Madison.
Dawn's favorite.
I guess I won't be watching that episode. I don't like either
Check
of them.
back episodes.
Oh, she's fine.
You just didn't like Honora.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, well, good luck to all of them.
That's the most Minnesotan response.
Which is appropriate
to them.
Lizzo's Minnesota.
Lizzo is from Minnesota, the middle of nowhere where we do this podcast.
Hey-oh. Come on now.
This A-list celeb's cute dating revelation lasted exactly one day before we realized this is exactly like every other arranged relationship he has been in. This A-list celeb's cute dating revelation lasted exactly one day before we realized that this is just like every arranged relationship he's been in.
This is Pete Davidson.
You're darn right it is.
I mean, we just heard that he was dating a normie.
She's not a Nora.
Non-celeb normie.
Yeah, but now I have a story today that says he's dating this model that dated Benny Blanco and Jason Sudeikis.
Yeah, she's not a normie. She's
That's
neither.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the whole thing. That dating revelation that he's decided to date a non-celebrity and that his life is so different now lasted exactly one day before
But-
Benny Blanco, Jason Sudeikis, and Ryan Phillippe's ex,
Yeah.
Louise Louise Hewitt, I believe is her name.
Yeah.
Is now with Pete.
Well, at least he's sticking to form. I mean, this is like Publicationship 101.
Yes.
Yeah.
Model who has previously dated other celebrities. I mean, I imagine, though, what he is trying to say, but he's not speaking in a language as non-celebrities we would understand.
Yep.
Maybe normal for you in the sense that she's a, quote, non-celebrity, right? Like, she's not doing the same job.
Oh.
She's an actress.
Okay,
She's
but
been in like 5 projects.
she's not Kim Kardashian,
I
is my
know.
point.
Yeah.
She's not, like, people have to look up who she is. And if anything, it feels like that's what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
Not well.
I guess when you do compare it to some of his exes, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. In terms of publicationships,
Kate Beckinsale,
she's an
Kim
unknown
Kardashian.
quantity.
Ariana Grande. The list goes on and on.
Well, also because when you're in that kind of publicationship, you're the star of the show,
yeah.
right? You don't compete with Kim Kardashian, Kate Beckinsale, etc.
For sure. Good job. I'm proud of you. I haven't said that in a while.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I know Don likes to hear that. Let's do another one here as we're rolling through the blind items today. Let's see. Now we know exactly why this A-plus lister in his industry has been tied to so many social media influencers, including this A-minus list one from a social media family. He is the subject of next season of a hit streaming show, and the cameras have been rolling this whole time. I guess now we know exactly why this A-plus lister in his industry has been tied to so many social media influencers, including this A-minus list one from a social media family. He's the subject of next season's hit streaming show, and the cameras have been rolling this whole time.
Uh-oh.
Dating show?
Not a dating show,
Okay.
although it might be turned into one based on some of the stories we've seen from this A-plus lister in his industry.
A-plus lister in his industry, so not actor.
Not actor.
Okay.
Sports?
Yes.
He likes the ladies.
Yes.
Is it... Ooh, Tom Brady?
Nope.
Dom Brady.
Is the family, is this like a,
Social media family.
not the Hadids?
Nope.
D'Amelios?
Yes.
Oh.
He has been tied to a
I don't know
D'Amelio.
who this is because I have not been paying attention to the D'Amelio family.
The last time you paid attention to D'Amelio family, it was during Blinded by the Item when we talked about this guy.
Oh.
So you
Okay.
have been aware of this individual.
Ooh.
It's somewhere
This
back
is one
there.
of those people that I threw out.
Aaron
of my
Rodgers?
brain.
Nope.
Okay.
I will say you are very much on the right sport and right position.
Oh, okay. A quarterback.
Brett Favre.
Yes. Brett Favre is dating Dixie
Okay.
D'Amelio.
I mean,
Okay. It's
Am I gonna know
not
who this
Josh
is, Mike?
Allen because he's.
It's
he
the
dates
only person you
Haley
might know
Steinfeld.
because we've talked about it before.
Okay.
And we've talked about multiple relationships with influencers,
Okay.
including one that had to do with the crime.
Oh.
That I'm not saying was set up, but now I kind of feel like it might have been.
Oh.
A break-in?
Yes, that lady with the thing and the guy with the thing.
Yeah.
Her name's not a boat.
It's, yes, pontoon lady. Remember the pontoon lady who broke into the football guys? So it's that football guy. I don't know his name.
Oh.
You got it in your notes.
Yeah, I do.
Come on, get him in your notes, girl.
Cincinnati.
Bengals.
WKRP.
We have been seeing this name a lot in the industry
Troy.
trades. Nope. Joe
Berg.
Burr. Oh, you were close. I gave it to
Joe
you.
Burrow.
We have been seeing a ton of Joe Burrow in the headlines and the trades tied to a bunch of influencers like Olivia Ponton, like Dixie D'Amelio. And we were wondering, why is his name appearing everywhere right now? We've never talked about Joe Burrow on this show. Well, yesterday,
We did.
Netflix announced that he is going to be the subject of Quarterback Season 2, one of the biggest hit shows they have on their streaming
Is that a good
service.
show?
It's fantastic.
Really?
Especially if you're not, honestly, it's a better show if you're not a fan.
Okay.
Really?
It is great. You get a little peek behind the curtain to see the individuals for who they are. It's just like all the Netflix does amazing with sports kind of watch along, follow reality shows. Full Swing, F1, that's Formula 1 is huge in this country mostly because of the show that's on Netflix right now.
Interesting.
It's growing at a massive rate. So Quarterback has been a really good show. Last year they did Receiver, and I would recommend watching it.
I watched like the first part of one episode of a thing about the Tour de France. That was pretty fun.
Tour de
That was on
France,
Netflix. Mm-hmm. I don't know nothing about riding no bikes.
You don't need to. They make it very interesting.
Yeah, no, it was pretty fascinating.
Sure you're not a fan of golf, but I guarantee you would enjoy Full Swing.
All right. I think our good friend Jason Matheson was watching that.
He is, and he is someone who cares nothing about golf,
Yeah.
and he loved it.
And you got to know it's got to be good if you care about golf, because golf was the thing when I was a kid, because we didn't have but 3 TV channels.
Yep.
That I would take a nap to golf. Like if not golf came out, it was
Perfect
like
to
nap
nap to.
time.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, Netflix is very good at that, and this next season is going to be featuring, along with Kirk Cousins and Jared Goff, it is going to be featuring Joe Burrow, which probably is why we've seen his name so much in headlines lately.
All right. Well,
Okay.
that makes
Here you
sense. Where there's smoke, there's fire.
There's always a reason. Speaking of which, neither the A-list actor nor his family have said anything about marriage. The recent steam is just one person trying to get headlines to talk about literally anything else. Neither the A-list actor nor his family have said anything about marriage. The recent steam is just one person trying to get the headlines to talk about literally anything else.
Ooh, okay. Because that person has some controversy around them?
Uh,
Or anything else but
this person, yes, anything else than the biggest story we're talking about on a daily basis right now.
okay, Justin Baldoni.
Nope, not that one.
Kanye?
Kanye?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who
Okay,
would maybe
so-
want the headlines to not revolve around that
Kim.
individual? Close.
Chris Jenner.
That's the one person.
Okay. Oh, is she going to get married?
No.
I saw a headline about Chloe having sex again.
Good for her, but no, not this. Neither
Timothy Chalamet and
Oh,
Kylie Jenner. Okay.
neither Timothy Chalamet nor his family have said anything about marriage. Even though you may be seeing those headlines these last couple of days, that recent steam is just Kris Jenner trying to get us to talk about literally anything else. Again, not a shocking blind,
Yeah.
but a blind for you
So
all.
weird how she's the mastermind of everything.
It really is.
I mean, they've made so much money.
Weird or just like
It is so weird that like she's still involved in the mix. Like she
impressive.
has so much
well, I was
money.
going to say she's literally far more successful than anyone ever gave her credit for.
Yeah. I'd just be kicking back and living off my kids' money.
Yeah, but that's why we're not Kris Jenner. Because think about everything she's had to do to get to that point. That is
Yeah.
way more the work than I'd be doing, especially involving, my kids.
it's
Because first you got to have kids. That's enough work, and I ain't doing it.
It's estimated that the Kardashians together net worth to be roughly $3.7 billion with a B. And Chris is a massive reason why.
Again, there's so many things you can hate on the Kardashians about, but she is a smart businesswoman.
Yeah.
Not a business I would be in.
No, but you're so right about it. You're right. I just want her to be able to relax at some point.
Of course. Oh, my God. You and I would be you wouldn't be on a cruise, but you'd be on shore going,
We'd be on the beach going, look, it's out there.
Well, you guys, we came to the end of another Blinded by the Item, but the good news is we'll be back again tomorrow every day with tons of blind items from across the internet on the radio, on podcasts, and YouTube. Our channel is called
Blinded by the Item.
Blinded by the item.